Is it not a fair prospect?
Mrs. Bennet, you are very welcome. I hope you do not find Miss Bennet worse than you expected.
Indeed I do, sir. She is a great deal too ill to be moved.
The doctor says we must not think of moving her.
We must trespass a little longer on your kindness.
Then I will not hear of her being moved.
Miss Bennet will receive every possible attention, ma'am, I assure you.
Miss Bingley, Mr. Bingley, you are kindness itself. My poor Jane, I do not know what would have become of her if it had not been for such good friends.
She is very ill indeed and suffers a vast deal, though with the greatest patience in the world, for she has the sweetest temper, Mr. Bingley.
I often say to my other girls they're nothing to her.
You have a sweet room here, Mr. Bingley. I do not know a place in the country that is equal to Netherfield. You will not think of quitting it in a hurry, though you have but a short lease.
Whatever I do in a hurry. Therefore, if I should resolve to quit Netherfield, I shall probably be gone in 5 minutes.
However, at present, I consider myself quite fixed here.
That is exactly what I should have supposed of you.
You begin to comprehend me, do you?
Oh, yes, I understand you perfectly.
I wish I could take that for a compliment, but to be so easily seen through is pitiful.
It does not necessarily follow that deep and intricate characters are more estimable than such a one as yours.
Listen, remember where you are. Do not run on in the wild manner you were suffered to do at home.
I did not know that you were a studier of character. It must be amusing.
Yes, I am. And intricate characters are the most amusing.
In general, there can be few subjects for such a study. In a country neighbourhood, you move in a very confined, unvarying society.
But people themselves alter so much that there is always something new to be observed in them.
Yes, indeed. I can assure you there is quite as much of that going on in the country as there is in town. I cannot see that London has any advantage over the country, for my part.
Except the shops and public places.
The country is a vast deal more pleasant, is it not, Mr. Bingley?
When I'm in the country, I never wish to leave it. When I'm in the town, it's pretty much the same. I can be equally happy in either.
Ah, that is because you have the right disposition. But that gentleman seems to think the country nothing at all.
Indeed, ma'am, you quite mistook Mr. Darcy. Well, he only meant that there was not such a variety of people to be met with in the country as in the town.
Which you must acknowledge to be true.
Well, nobody said there were. But as to not meeting many people in this neighbourhood, few neighbourhoods could be larger. I know we dine with 24 families.
Has Charlotte Lucas been at Longbourn since my coming away?
Yes, she called yesterday with her father. What an agreeable man Sir William is, Mr. Bingley, is not he? So much the man of fashion, so genteel and so easy. He has always something to say about everybody.
That is my idea of good breeding. And those persons who fancy themselves very important and never open their mouths quite mistake the matter.
Did Charlotte dine with you?
No, she would go home. I fancy she was wanted about the mince pies. Oh, for my part, Mr. Bingley, I always keep servants that can do their own work. My girls are brought up differently.
Pity she's not more handsome. Charlotte's such a friend to my girls.
Miss Lucas seems a very pleasant young lady.
Oh, dear, yes. But you must own she is very plain. I do not like to boast about my own child, but to be sure, Jane, one does not often see anybody better looking. Well, it is what everybody says.
When she was only 15, a very fine gentleman in town.
So much in love with her that I was sure he would make her an offer.
Sent her some verses, and very pretty they were, too.
And so ended his affection. I wonder who first discovered the efficacy of poetry in driving love away.
I have been used to considering poetry as the food of love.
Of a fine, stout, healthy love it may be. Everything nourishes what is strong already. But if it be only a thin, slight sort of inclination, I am convinced that one good sonnet will starve it entirely away.
Miss Bingley, thank you. Come, Kitty, Lydia.
Mr. Bingley, have you forgotten your promise to give a ball at Netherfield?
I'm quite ready, I assure you, to keep my engagement.
When your sister is recovered, Miss Lydia, you shall, if you please, name the very day of the ball.
Oh, yes, it would be better to wait until Jane is better. And then when you have given your ball, I shall tell Colonel Foster it'll be quite a shame if he does not give one too.